But I think we both know what men are like.
Again.
Am I starting to make you horny yet? Am I?
And staying on that topic, there's one movie audiences are keeping their eyes wide open for.
Baby, the bad, bad thing.
Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman will be heating up theaters in Eyes Wide Shut.
Baby, the bad, bad thing.
Audiences haven't seen the husband and wife duo together on screen since they starred in the epic drama Far and Away.
You love me. Never seen anything like you in all of my living life.
And when you know someone and you see their body of work and what they've created, and you see the range that she has as an actress, it's really something.
And a few hearts racing with a slight modification due to extensive nudity. Eyes Wide Shut is scheduled for release in July.
And if that movie draws the kind of crowds it did in the newsroom when we showed that preview, it's going to be a huge hit.
The anticipated erotic thriller opens in a week. Now Extra Extra's got a brand new glimpse at the mysterious and sexually charged film starring Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise.
Get undressed.
Get undressed?
The spooky new clip reveals Tom Cruise, hooded and cloaked, interrogated by masked minions just before the much-hyped orgy scene.
Remove your clothes. Or would you like us to do it for you?
Whew. We may not know exactly what this movie's about, but we can't wait to see it.
A steamy trailer was shown at a convention of theater owners in Las Vegas. We thought it was newsworthy, so we decided to let you see the entire clip. But for obvious reasons, we had to blur parts of the video. Cruise and Kidman play the roles of husband and wife psychiatrists who engage in extracurricular sexual activities, and that leads to jealousy and sexual obsession. Eyes Wide Shut is scheduled for release nationwide July 16th.
But now the world's getting its first look at one of the steamy scenes from the film he just finished, Eyes Wide Shut, starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Well, I don't know what that clip was about, but they sure know how to stay warm.
Well, he did tell somebody it's the best movie he ever made, so from the looks of things.
Wife psychology team who have a secret sexual life with their patients that includes cross-dressing and drug use. Kubrick worked on Eyes Wide Shut under extreme secrecy for more than a year. He died Sunday of natural causes.
Tom Cruise strip show.
Remove your clothes.
Get undressed?
Does he do it? Will we show it? It's the brand new scene from Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes wide open right now because we have got a brand new scene from the new Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie. Just 1 week from today, one of the most secretive movies of the summer will open, and here is one of the controversial moments you'll see.
May I ask, what is the password for the house?
Desperate to experience the kinky sexual underworld, Tom Cruise sneaks into a masked secret sex party of the ultra-rich, where he clearly doesn't belong.
I seem to have forgotten it.
That's unfortunate.
Time Magazine's Richard Schickel, one of the few to see Eyes Wide Shut, tells Access Hollywood today this pivotal scene occurs right after an orgy.
It's a menacing scene. I mean, the implication is that you will at least be humiliated, and conceivably harm will be done him.
Remove your clothes. Or would you like us to do it for you?
Spooky, kinky, it looks like it all kinds of goes together. Well, just 1 week to go, July 16th. Is the opening date.
It stars husband and wife Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in what's been dubbed the sexiest movie ever made. It's the most hyped of all Kubrick's films, and Kubrick controlled everything himself, including the movie marketing from posters to trailers. film distributor Warner Brothers were worried about Kubrick's mysterious marketing, they followed the director's instructions to the last letter.
How'd you like to have a little fun?
Also, Tom Cruise's PR agents were instructed to secure final approval to all his TV interviews.
Pat Kinsley at PMK has asked producers at television shows around the country that are showing Tom Cruise an interview to sign a waiver giving them permission to approve or not approve what Cruise has said. This is unprecedented.
If you're Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman and your biggest movie is coming out in 9 days, what do? How about a combination of meet the press and ditch the press on a fast track to their premiere? No press allowed for Tom's adventure in Australia, where he reportedly cruised his way to victory on a go-kart racetrack down under. He rented the track for friends and family, price tag reportedly $16 grand. This Saturday, the Cruises jet to Hollywood to meet with those ink-drenched printed press folks all day Sunday. Then on Monday, I'll sit down with Tom and Nicole for a long, in-depth interview. Then on Tuesday, it's the big Hollywood premiere of Eyes Wide Shut. Then Wednesday, it's no sleeping in and off to Japan for more of the same. Next, Tom returns to Australia to resume filming Mission Impossible 2. Nicole goes to London to shoot her new movie, Birthday Girl. Hey, you don't hear from these guys for a couple of years, and then boom, they're everywhere. You know what? We kind of like that. Welcome back to the Spotlight.
It's just getting started with our coverage of Tom and Nicole's movie in preparation for its opening next Friday. Beginning Monday, we'll bring you lots more Eyes Wide Shut secrets all week long.
For Entertainment Tonight's Eyes Wide Shut week. We're taking the wraps off the year's most secretive movie, and it all starts Monday. The article first poses the question, ready for the dark side? Then discusses at length, as much as it can, which isn't much, Cruise's upcoming movie Eyes Wide Shut. The movie's director, the late Stanley Kubrick, insisted on secrecy. This trailer is all we've seen. The article quotes Cruise, "What I can say is that it's about sexual obsession, jealousy, guilt, and that it's a thriller."
And today, Tom himself gave fans a little more insight into the making and marketing of the late Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut.
Maybe the bad thing.
Like a true showman, Kubrick first whetted our appetites for his final film way back in March with this eye-popping teaser featuring Cruise and wife Nicole Kidman.
Well, what I don't think people realize is that Stanley Kubrick was not only a master filmmaker, but he was also the architect of the ad campaigns of almost all of his films.
And now, 2 months after his death, the master filmmaker is still directing the promotion of Eyes Wide Shut.
Maybe the bad thing.
After the 90-second teaser, which he personally cut, he intended beginning the TV campaign with a 1-minute spot revealing just a little more. His vision of Eyes Wide Shut.
Maybe the bad thing. Feel like crying.
Despite the steamy content, Eyes Wide Shut has received an R rating. It debuts in July.
Seeing Tom and Nicole together would be a definite turn on.
More power to them. How can it not be a turn on?
As the buzz on the street is building for the film, it turns out the calculated marketing plan of the movie is almost being orchestrated by Kubrick from the grave.
They're pretty much following his rules, and his wife is still around to make sure that people don't step out of line or do something that he would think is crass or commercial or gratuitous.
Is all this nudity and graphic sex too much for America? And did Stanley Kubrick make a marketing mistake by releasing the now familiar love scene of two of America's favorite stars intimate in front of a mirror?
We were so immersed in that film that our perspective in terms of the way people would view it, we were never thinking in terms of the audience or how people were going to react.
And today, on the long-awaited opening day of the film, fans were lined up for the first early morning screening. Entertainment marketing expert Judy Jacksina says that audiences are eager to see it because late director Stanley Kubrick's plan for selling the movie was a stroke of genius.
I think the director orchestrated the campaign exactly like Sex.
She says this nude love scene, which was first shown to theater owners in March, opened the eyes of theater goers around the world, just as Kubrick knew it would.
So far, I've been seduced. He got me.
Scenes from the movie have been kept under wraps for years. These new snapshots, just released today, will only add to the suspense of next week's opening.
It may be one of the most top secret films in Hollywood history, but every day something new pops up about Eyes Wide Shut. From those playful Time magazine photos to the new movie posters around Hollywood, and now this, brand new commercials for the steamiest movie of the summer.
I have seen one or two things in my life, but never anything like this.
2 weeks to go and the media blitz is on for the sexually charged Eyes Wide Shut. This week's Time magazine featured Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise on the cover, and the studio is already trumpeting the magazine's review in its newest TV ad.
Stanley Kubrick's haunting final masterpiece. Vivid, brilliant, unforgettable.
Quite a change from just over a week ago when London's Evening Standard angered Warner Brothers by breaking an embargo to publish the first tell-all review of the highly anticipated movie.
Maybe the bad thing.
Well, July 16th is the date, and mark it down for Eyes Wide Shut. Nancy.
Can't wait. Well,
the only certainty about Eyes Wide Shut is that come this summer, and after 2.5 years, the public will finally be able to judge for itself.
Reporting tonight from New York. Good night, everyone.